All right, so this is going to be a video about how to use your calculator to test whether you got the right derivative or not. So to show you this, I'm going to actually use a really simple example of the function just x squared, this f of x equals x squared right here. And we all know that it simply breaks down to the derivative of f prime x for 2x. Okay, so I'm just using an easy example. Now you're not always going to have easy examples to use, so it kind of helps using your calculator to test whether you got the right answer or not. So that's basically what this video is going to be about. All right, so first thing you're going to do, turn your calculator on, go to the y equals, hit the y equals button, and then you're going to want to input your functions, both the regular function and the derivative function, into the calculator, and then hit trace, and it's going to do a really quick graph of those. And then from there, we want to test a point, a derivative of one of the points on this x squared, and then test, once it spits out the derivative, we want to compare that to what would happen if I just inputted it into this function. So there's a function on the calculator that will find the derivative for this first function or any function. So you did second calc, and it brings you to this screen right here. And you're going to want this sixth option right here, the dy over dx. So I'm going to go to the sixth option and hit enter. And then it's going to ask you to pick a point. So I'm just going to pick any point. I always advise my students to not pick 1 or 0 because sometimes it can get false positive. So I'm just going to pick something like, I don't know, 5. Okay, then I hit enter and it's going to spit out the derivative at 5, which it's 10. It makes sense because 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, now what I can do is go to this other function here, and just based on the input of being 5, it should say 10 as well. So to go to the other function, for these graphs, you can just press up or down. So I'm going to press down, and it goes to the f of 2, the y2 up here, which is the f prime of x, and it shows you that x is the input and y is the output, and it's 10, just like the derivative was when I calculated with the x squared. Okay, so this is how to use your calculator to test whether you got the right derivative. Now you can test another point too, and it should work just the same. So if I test 3, it says the derivative is 6. If I press down, it shows that the derivative is 6 for using the derivative function. Now again, these are simple. This is this very, very simple function. There are going to be very, very complicated functions where you're going to have a crazy number for the derivative, and you're going to want to test if it works or not. I find that the calculator doing it this way is one of the better ways to do it. So if you have any questions about how to use your calculator to test whether derivatives work or not, let me know.